My Samsung dryer has a squeaking problem. I am going to reach out to low speed, high drag to come to the rescue.
What's wrong with you?
Should we put clothes in it? I think it's when clothes are in there because it'll start squeaking right away.
I should be able to stop it. What do you think? It's on.
There it goes. There's the squeaking.
Sounds like the bearing either. Okay, let's get down to that.
Taking it apart to diagnose.
Well, let's just start taking screws out, huh? Those look like they just hold on to that. So, how do you come off? You come off like that, and then we take these micro connection. They didn't want that one to come apart. Now, did they? Okay. There's that one. I have to buy some green tape while we're at Menards.
Okay.
I'm joking. Okay, that's off. Oh, why look.
Oh, there we go.
It's not so much.
Okay, good.
Boom.
Good. Because you will hit your head like I did.
Lovely. These are tight as. But not got that with a crap bit. And if I'd have kept going, these have been all stripped. There we go. Oh yeah, there's tabs right here. See these tabs? Mm-hmm. Snappy tabs.
Low speed.
Low speed's appliance repair.
That's right.
Okay, what do we got in here? All these ones come out too.
Oh, I have clothes.
They're screwed to the front of the drum.
Are you remembering which screws go where?
Huh?
Are you remembering which screws go where?
Yeah. Is that enough? Sure it is. Another micro switch for the door. Okay. How do you come out? You don't want to come out. What's holding you?
Ta-da!
Oh.
Slam, boom, bam.
Okay. There. You can take this away.
Take it away, take it away, take it away.
Comes the next series of screws. And this, kids, is why you need to clean it.
Ooh.
You ever seen that tool?
Yeah, I know I need one.
Yeah, everybody does, I think. So, and you always wonder where this goes. Well, it goes in here.
Okay.
It catches the wind, and sometimes it doesn't. Mm-hmm. And this is the motor that creates the wind, and it's full of caca. And we still need down to the tensioner, and it's like right behind this. What the fuck is that bolted to? Oh, it's a roller. Ah. Okay, so maybe just the front of this pulls off. Aha. Yeah, that's gonna do it. I think just the front pulls off. Christmas trees on here. Uncomfortable. Just to have to sit here until you get the parts, because they ain't gonna stock it at Menards or Depot.
Okay.
We're gonna have to get them offline, off probably that website, one of those appliance repairs, or Amazon.
Okay.
Take the chances that you're gonna get the right one that works. That's a switch. Here's your harness. Here it goes. Front drum holder. Oop, I got one more down here. There you go. Alright, so this one's being a little stubborn. Pretty cool. You hit it and turn at the same time.
I don't know those tricks.
Yeah, and that happens after you butcher it with the screw gun. See, it breaks them right loose. That not only seats your screwdriver, but it shocks the bolt. So if it was froze, kind of helps break it loose.
Good tips for people to know.
And why?
Oh, it's got little hooky things. See the little hookies right here? That.
Up.
There you go.
Right now.
There we go.
Okay. These are the little wheels that it rides on. They're little.
Got lint all over them.
Of the tensioner. Come off of there, you son of a belt. There it is. And here we go. I need you to kind of lift from that side so it'll come off equally. There the belts out of it. Here comes the drum. Holy balls. We've completely dissected this dryer.
This would make a cool drum
For
table.
better or
Would make
for
a
worse.
great table for DIY. That would make a
Okay.
cool table.
I think it's this right here. You see that? Oh, we got some frozen wheels. Imagine that.
Why are they frozen?
Oh, because they're stuffed full of fuzz and hair. This may be just a cleanup job. Let's see if we can get these off. We gotta check all these. This is what it rides on, right? And they're real stiff.
Oh.
Those two are really stiff. There's two more than that, because this spins free. This spins pretty damn not bad, right? I've seen worse, but then that's turned hard. So does that one. So that's that much more. I don't know if we can get those off there and clean them and lube them. Yeah, see, look, they spin by themselves.
Okay.
See, and the back ones do not. So at least we can see from these, how do these work? How do these work? What am I doing here on the floor? Let's get a look at it. Never seen anything like that. So there looks to be some sort of odd triangular fastening device with a
Why are you taking those off?
because I'm trying to learn how to do it before I go to those ones. So it looks to me like it just maybe screws off here. Sure, it's getting bigger. But look at here. See the situation? I see the situation. The nut's turning. Ranch. Well, hey, look how easy that is. So we'll clean all the fuzz out of these, and then we'll lube the hell out of them, and I'll be able to tighten that back up. See how good that spins? fall. We're gonna be a real bitch because the holder is behind them, and these ones suck. Yeah, I think that's part of your situation. I don't see any splits in it. The tensioner, you know, if it's cheap enough, we'll get one. It looks like it's stamped in, so it's not like you're replacing just this pulley. But see how that doesn't spin free? Just like these. See how it doesn't spin free? We are going to try to clean and lube these. If we are successful, we'll try to clean and lube that. And if that is the case, you have to buy nothing. And we'll clean it all out. Like, if I can get those wheels moving, those two moving cooler, and this moving great, we're gonna put it back together and it ain't gonna cost you a dime.
All right, we like that.
So
that's poppin'.
So there's these little bogey wheels that it actually rides on. They're much like rollerblade wheels, right? And I really expected there to be a bearing inside the wheel, and there's not. Which I'm really surprised, because they're subjected to
Samsung, you need some bearings on your wheels.
Yeah, so check it out. Here's what's happened. Kind of like your vacuum. It is so bound up with hair and fuzz that the wheels, they won't roll. It mixed with the oil. Here, I'm gonna pull it off here. Here it comes.
Nice.
Which is wound up hair.
Wow.
Binding up that wheel.
Wow. It's because all of us have long hair.
It's just these little triangular clips you gotta be real careful with to get those off. That's all that holds them on. I really expected when I pulled this wheel off, this one's so worn it doesn't even want to come. Yeah, it's going to.
You can make it come off.
I really expected that these would be a free bearing. You see all the stuff inside there? Can you see inside of it? What's the stuff with? Burn up hair.
Burn up hair.
See?
Oh boy.
It's stuck in between.
This is an issue that they need to be aware of.
See how hot this one's? See the color discoloration? That's because it's got hot. This is the main one that supports the weight in the back. Look, here's a whole nother roll. It runs out of free play because it's stuffed with hair. Yeah, I would have thought they would have had like a sealed bearing on it, but they do not. So here I am trying to cut this off.
Burnt hair.
Burnt hair. And so it would get to a certain temperature and start squeaking. It probably didn't take very long.
No, it would start squeaking as soon. Hair yuck.
And you can feel this one won't spin. This is how they all four were.
Okay.
Now look.
Nice. So we're gonna show you. You're gonna show us how to make it spin.
Can you clean it and lube it, and then pop the little triangle back on and look. Woohoo! It's ready to support it and do it. Okay, so since this wheel won't turn and there's no real bearings in them, we're gonna take this little guy here. It's plastic. You gotta be really careful with them because
They're just plastic.
they're just plastic, and you just kind of walk it off. There's a groove that it sits on, and all three sides are holding it. When you get that off, you'll find that there's a bunch of burnt hair wrapped around the axle. These wheels do not have bearings in them. It's just a solid surface on the axle. The wheels themselves are plastic wrapped in rubber, and then the center is the bearing, and it's just a friction bearing. It has no rollers. So ours, instead of being stuffed with oil, is stuffed with hair. So there's like a whole roll of it right there.
A whole head of hair is in this dryer.
Look, and I can't even pull the wheel off because it's so wrapped around there. I wish I had a lighter because I would burn it.
I have a lighter.
We may have to burn this off if I can't get it.
I have a lighter.
If I can't get it cut off, we may have to burn it.
I have a lighter.
Okay, well, I'm going to keep trying. Because I've got all 3 of the other ones without doing that. But this one seems to be the worst. The other... Look at it, so wrapped and coagulated and burnt on there. It's just like I'm getting a little bit at a time. It's stuck in the groove. The retainer groove. Wait till you see what's behind it. I think I'm getting it off. There we go, that's the last of it. See how it's burnt in a circle? That's off. Oh, here we go. Boom. It'll pull off now. As you can see, I thought there was going to be a roller bearing in here, and it's not. This is solid. So you just clean this real good. I'm going to use brake cleaner from a car. Chemicals. Lay this on here. A little bit of brake cleaner. And wash off the burnt oil. Maybe even chip at this. This right around here is hair. See that burnt looking stuff? Or it's just oil. Gonna peel all that out because that's what we get started coagulating new. We just want it as clean as we can get when we go back together. I'm gonna take and scratch the inside just to make sure there's nothing in here. There's nothing. If you look down there with a real bright light, there's just burned oil in there. That's why I keep spraying it with brake cleaner. Brake parts cleaner, it works for all kinds of stuff. See how this side's nice? We'll just take and make sure that it's clean. Now, we'll set that down. And I gotta continue with the back side. And burnt fur.
Is it easier to come from this direction for you?
No, I can lean on it this way. So underneath of there is another one of those clips. You can't see it yet.
Growing some hair.
And the thing is it won't even unwrap because it's so burned. It's just stuck on there.
Pry it off.
It's half melted and twisted and full of oil. That's what sucked up all your oil. Look how much of that's coming off.
It's like 10 years of
fur.
Wow.
This is a hairy situation.
It's a little monster. It's a little animal, right? It's a rat.
Yeah, I know. And that's just the beginning of it.
Just the beginning. Oh my. This thing sometimes goes blurry. Wow.
Every one of them has been like
Animal's
this.
getting bigger.
Every one of them's been like this. Throw a bunch of oil on here, okay? And then I'm gonna put a bunch in here. This is why we got oil instead of just penetrant. Penetrant doesn't, I mean, it'll penetrate and it would probably work, but this will last. If we use some grease, it would last even longer. Look at that. Look at how it works like butter now. See how easy it comes on and off?
Okay, yeah.
Look at it, spin it, just spins forever. So is that one. I can even throw in another drop of oil on either side.
Do I need to like wipe the oil on the bottom?
Huh?
Like, I think you dropped some oil.
I probably did. We'll worry about it later.
Okay.
So those are groovy now. Feel those.
Groovy.
Those are too.
Let's see.
I'll throw some more oil on those before I put them together. That's it.
You're the bomb.
I try to be. So
Poppin.
Get these
low speed.
feet back on. There it is. There's the third one. There. It's retained. So is that one. This is our last one. That's our tensioner for our belt. It's spring loaded. It holds tension on the belt. And it goes around the motor and around the drum. So the tensioner is a little stiff too down here. This is a spring-loaded tensioner that keeps tension on the belt. That was really frozen when I started. This does not come apart. It's riveted, so it's a one-time shot. So all I can do here is kind of throw some brake cleaner in it to try and get it loosened up. Right, a little bit. It's the same thing. There's no bearing in it or nothing. So now it has no lube, but it's clean, except for some grimy, wound up
Greasy,
hair.
grimy gopher guts, mutilated monkey
See,
meat.
I just broke a bunch of hair loose that was in it. Peeling that out still.
Greasy, grimy, long hair.
Yeah, there we go. Now, on this side, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot on that side. But look at that. Remember how stiff that was? And we haven't got any lube on that yet. It's gonna be on the floor. We'll have to wipe it up. Sure it leaks through somewhere. So, clean that and off of that. As good as we can. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna try to sneak some oil down in there on it. Look at that, just as free as could be. And I wish these bearings, I think I'm gonna try and throw a little bit of oil on the bearings of the motor too. So we'll start here, pull it this way, throw a little lube, and push it in, do that side. Oh yeah. Look how good that's working. Oh, look at it now with the oil. It's like brand new. Yay!
Just look at that.
Just look at it. All right, so I think somewhere in here is the bearing. So I'm just gonna put a couple of drops of oil there. And then there's another one that's probably right in here. So I'm gonna try and put a couple of drops down in there without getting it on the belt surface. So we don't want it, there we go. That's lubed. That's about it.
Now what about the belt?
Well, I gotta get that back on. I'll wipe up this oil first. And I'm gonna make sure that neither one of these pulleys has any oil on it by spraying it with some brake parts cleaner. There we go. And wipe that bad boy off. Free, 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 free. And before we get going here, let's put this tensioner spring back on. I don't know how that came off, but something there like that. So here's the limit switch at the belt brakes. It comes up and it hits that switch and it shuts down the machine. So the belt must run underneath of this. Goes around that, under this, then around the drum. Cool. We should probably put the belt around the drum when we go to put it in. And I think laying it on its back is going to be the ticket for getting the drum in. Maybe not. Okay. The way that it needs to go is it fits in a slot in the drum. So in the drum, there's a low spot in the middle that it has to go in. You want the groove side down. You gotta get it in that slot. Then it comes down from here, and it wraps around the idler. Then it goes around the motor. Then it goes back up this way.
Yes.
That's the only way that it's gonna be. If you try to put the tensioner on this side, it's too sloppy. This is the side it goes on.
And we have to show you a picture
And then
because I
you
had to help him hold the belt in place.
And then you make sure that these two bogey wheels that it rides on, the drum rides on back here that we cleaned and lubed, it's in there, and that it's in its seal. You'll see in the back of it that there's a look down in here. You can see there's like a felt like this, that it's a raised up section that has to be in here. And if you look now, when I turn it, look, the motor turns, the blower turns, and the drum's right there. So what the drum's supported on is those two back wheels, the belt, and then these front wheels right there will ride here and here, support the drum. So those are working smooth as could be. We got those all dialed. And so this is going to ride somewhere in here. And I believe that this is the one that went up and then clipped in down. So we're going to have to flex the drum to follow suit with that. We'll get the wheels under the drum so that they're riding in the right spot, which they are. Now we're going to come up. We're going to get, these things are kind of flimsy. We're going to get these in that hole right there. There's that side. And then we need to bring this side in.
Once you get one screw in, it'll probably be easier.
And then these get locked back into place, like the holes line back up. And we can look and see if it works by spinning this. And hey, look at that. Works nice and free, okay? Okay, now there's 4 screws that go in there. Which screws are they? That's a good question. There she lined up. We don't want to lose track of our harness and where shit plugs in at. I gotta think about all these switches and stuff as we go. Don't want to get it all together and realize you didn't plug something in. Get in there. Here we go.
So we hooked this fastener together.
Yep. Which is something. I don't know what it goes to, but it goes here. Maybe a temperature for the drum. I don't know. Not sure. There's a lot of fuzz. There's a lot of fuzz in there. I'm gonna try and pull out.
Oh no, I just cleaned all that. Want me to get the vacuum cleaner? More animals! More hairy animals!
This is just went
I know.
no further than this one, but you know what? If we can clean it somehow, slips on here. And put it around it because you want this to seal real nice. Otherwise it's gonna just inject all that
Into the cabin.
into the inside of it. Now that's a 3-screw deal there. There's 1 and 2. This is your lint side. There we go. There's that. These get twisted twice. I don't know what the hell that one goes. This one seems to pull out of here. There's one for there. And there's one more here. I don't know where the hole is for this one. I don't know.
Is it on this?
Might, yeah, it's probably right
Yeah.
here. Oh, that's right. There was a couple of them on that. Wasn't there?
Right here. There's the other one. Right
It's
there.
already attached. This one here. It must just be that one. Oh, and they had this going through there so that this would hook on here. I don't know what this switch is for either. Maybe a light, maybe a temperature sensor. Then there's these 2. Oh, these are going to go to the board up top. So I think what we're going to do now, we didn't really need to take these off, but at the time we didn't know. Don't give up. Just go on. That's what they said on Blue's Clues. Never did understand what this did. Not sure. The door switch.
We put the door switch in.
Yep. And we'll deal with this in a second.
Starting to look like a dryer again. Instead of a bunch of parts. Ta-da!
Pig.
The Samsung's a pig.
It's a pig.
This is a Samsung.
Pig series.
Pig series.
This one's gonna go back in. There it goes. Okay. Nothing for it to rub up here, so we're good. So the pig has to come up first. He's got to get lined in from the top first. Here we go. Top. And this all comes out so the weight. Like that. Okay. Inside here,
Oh shit.
there's going to be. So I think these are where my other two screws go. These ones are actually attaching to something. That one doesn't. And I'm hoping when I tie these ones in tight, maybe that one will too. Definitely into something there. See how it sucked it in? Mm-hmm. I'm hoping that one does now. Yeah, baby. There we go. Yeah. Here we go. In there. And that's all that matters. Trying to get that to bend up a little bit.
You could work for Samsung.
I could work for anybody.
No, you really could.
I could do about anything.
You really can.
Heart surgery, brain surgery.
I don't know if I trust you with that, but.
They're a great helper. Here we go. This goes together for the board. There's two of them. Never forgot to get green tape for this one, but that's okay.
Yeah. I have black tape, electrical tape downstairs.
Okay. That's what the pig wiring is for, is to keep it out of the drum. Let's see if it squeaks. Yeah, I think so.
No squeak.
I'm loading it too. Ain't gonna squeak. It's like new.
No squeaking in this dryer.
Fit though, doesn't want to.
And there are no squeaks. Still no squeaks.